Hi Pisces, welcome to your mid-August 2019 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So Pisces, there's going to be a full moon in Aquarius happening in the middle of the month, right around the time of this, update. It's going to be on August 15th at 22 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius is your 12th house, and you rule the 12th house. So this is that dream place. This is mystical and, psychic, obviously. So very heightened psychic activity for you, but great time to let go of addictions and, old worn out patterns that have been acting against your best interests. Good time for that, especially with Aquarius, because it's considered a good full moon for breaking bad habits. So it's in the bad habit house, so that's perfect. Okay. I'm going to pick one more card because of the nature of that card. And that will be, okay, alrighty then. So, the heart of the matter is the Four of Wands. New home. Are you buying a new home? Are you getting married? Maybe making the wedding plans or moving in with your love. This is domestic bliss. Or just real estate matters coming into your life. In the past position, we have the Eight of Cups, leaving what no longer serves you. Maybe you have moved. I mean, even physically. Usually, though, this is on the emotional level, where somebody has been in some type of relationship where they don't feel that sense of excuse me, it's morning. Where they don't feel that sense of emotional connection to somebody, and so they are moving into something that feels more spiritually connected and meaningful. And so in that sense, I can see perhaps leaving an old relationship, or even work-related matters where you just you can't put your heart into something, and so you want something that is much more heartfelt or passionate. Because the fire energy of the Four of Wands is passionate. Maybe you've started a home business. That could definitely be the case. And then we have, as the higher message, the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is a very psychic energy. This is actually associated with Cancer, but you are the Queen of Cups. And even if you're a man, that sense of having strong intuition, and so any healing profession that you're basing out of your home, this is really your path. And because this is the spiritual message, so it's kind of like giving that a-okay, that you're doing the right thing, that you are really aligned with your purpose. And that can be very helpful to people, because sometimes we tend to say to ourselves, oh, did I make the right decision? Is this really what I'm supposed to do? And yes, this is, that's what I'm saying with the Eight of Cups, is that especially with a sign like Pisces, where you are kind of like, you're not a practical sign. Even if you're, you've got elements to your personality that are good at, handling money and things like that. And you might be in that sense, but your sign is connected to Neptune, which is like dreams, other dimensions. It's not part of, fantasy. It's not part of, it's not grounded, And so money for you is never going to mean the same as what money means to a Taurus person. You're two totally different types of people, and you may even be attracted to Taurus, and you're actually compatible with Taurus, all earth signs, but it doesn't mean that you think the same way as they do. And so when it comes to what you do for a living, the salary is not the ultimate for you. Sometimes we get a little bit caught up in it, but then after a while, when we're doing it day after day, we think to ourselves, am I really bringing the essence of me into this, or am I going through the motions? And I feel like if you're doing something that is creative or healing other people, you are really aligned with your purpose, particularly. And that's what the Queen of Cups represents. So, I mean, this could be a straight up psychic. Maybe you saw someone, a tarot reader, or somebody who calls himself a psychic, who has helped you to recognize that within yourself. I don't know. I mean, that could be this person or a spiritual teacher. What crosses you is the Justice card. This card is connected to Libra, so if there's any Libra people that are problematic in your life. And by the way, the Queen of Cups, that's kind of mother energy too. So whether your mother, and it's your literal mother, I would say as a spiritual message, it would be if she has crossed over and she is helping you, maybe she was the one that guided you to a house that you have closed in on. The Justice card in the challenge position, I would say even to legal documents, be careful. We still are not, we're going to come out of Mercury's shadow on August 11th, but some of you may have signed on a house. Maybe you signed during Mercury retrograde and there's going to be some snafu, but don't worry. Things will shake out towards the end of the month. Jupiter's turning direct on August 11th, and Jupiter's the ancient ruler of Pisces, so that may actually benefit you as well. Now, the Justice card, if you have come, like the Eight of Cups, if you've come from a divorce, and maybe there's like a child custody, you may feel like you're not receiving justice, and that might be upsetting you. So please, it's important as we go through different situations not to become discouraged. I think one thing that I would say about Pisces is that you tend to be easily discouraged. If something doesn't go your way, it's too easy for you to fall into the negative thinking. So you're going to have to really, I think what the Queen of Cups is also saying is strengthen your psychic forces so that you have equanimity. Oh, here you go. Advice, temperance. This is about, you see, the 1 foot in water, 1 foot in land. But this is Sagittarius, by the way, too. But the temperance card is about that sense of balance. And equanimity means that no matter what is happening in the world around you, that you can be unshakable. And to me, unshakable doesn't mean that you don't have feelings, that you don't have any kind of, that you never have a negative thought go into your mind. It means that it doesn't go into a downward spiral. And that is the key, that you don't buy into current, so-called reality, because that can create that sense of everything is falling apart. And then you actually have that, start to occur because you have bought into this idea that the sky has fallen when it really hasn't. So I did pick an additional card to this. Actually, I was tempted to leave this card. This is the Ten of Swords, which is a card of betrayal. But this is also a card of the end of your suffering, okay? The number 10 is the end of a cycle. So sometimes this can mean that you have been going through some stuff, but now it's just going to get better. And I'm sure all of us, if we're old enough, we have seen this pattern in our life where it seems like we hit bottom, something bad happens, and then it's like things start to improve. But every time that we have something negative happen like that, we think, okay, now it's only going to get worse, right? And then we see that it actually, some cases, it was a good thing. Whatever that thing was. It may take years. I mean, I'm thinking of myself, where I really believed that it was for the best. It took me years to get there, but I got there, you know, and you can too. And so that can actually be a card of improvement, but I wanted to have more of a cheery ending. So I picked an additional card and I got the Queen of Wands. So I do get a theme of maybe some of you that you're being a mother. Now, if you're a single father, Piscean father, this could definitely be you, because you will have to be a mother to your child if you are the caretaker of that child, even as a man. So it doesn't really matter in terms of gender, but that sense of nurturing your child and wanting a better life for your child. This is a card of the career woman, the woman who is, both the feminine and masculine principle here. So again, are you an entrepreneur? Are you going into that? Are you getting away from maybe the corporate environment of the Eight of Cups? Not that the Eight of Cups represents the corporate environment, but that came into my mind. And now you're into a more creative thing. Part of creativity is, you get to like come up with ideas. When you work for somebody else, you have to work with their ideas. Well, maybe sometimes they allow other people to contribute, but in general, you have more free reign when you work for yourself. And so maybe you're realizing that. And just what you're doing. Perhaps it is to help others to heal. And at the same time, it's like Chiron, the wounded healer. It's like as you help others to heal, you are healing and you are becoming more self-empowered. Okay, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope that you got something from this. And if you'd like a private reading, please check me out at rainamoonastrology.com. The link is below. Take care. Bye.